live on Facebook, and I just want to run through our sponsors. As you can tell, my sidekick is not here right now. I'll explain that here in a second, but let me run through our quick sponsors. First of all, we got a brand new one, Hawk Wings out of Jackson, Minnesota. They just came on board. That was with, we had them on when we did the Sprint Bandits. He was here talking, and we talked a little bit more. And if you need any wings, definitely check them out. They're in Jackson, Minnesota. Hawk Wings. Rapid Graphics out of Rock Rapids. Mount Tabor Cabinetry with Chris Thistle out in PA. Another one out in PA is Morning Sun Marketplace. Have to thank Rick and Sue. They just gave us a little bit more sponsor money again, so it's really cool to keep having them on board. My Race Pass, start to finish. They mainly have Power Eye, but they have all kinds of racing on there. That's another streaming service like Flow and Dirt. So it's S2F streaming. It's really, really good. Houston Speedway, they help us out a bunch, and then we do a little show afterwards there. Turn 2 Lodge down in Knoxville. Tove had said last week at Knoxville Nationals, he was just sitting there. They heard the cars start up, and they're like, well, it's time to go. That's how close to the track you are. It's literally Turn 2 down at Knoxville. Turn 2 Lodge. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels over by Alton, Iowa, Orange City, Iowa. Fulkin Brothers Trucking here out of Leicester. Big event coming up Labor Day weekend up at Houston Speedway that they always put on. The Fulkin's, what is it again? Jacob, can you help me there? Is it the Brawl?
The Bull Haulers Brawl.
Bull Haulers Brawl. So, thanks, Jacob. That's the way to be on top of things. Heartland Hardware, my friend Rob Van Engdom. I coached him in football, so he thought he would help me out a little bit with sponsor. But anyhow, they're out of George, Iowa, Hayward, Iowa, and the big one for, Houston is they have a brand new store in Brandon. And if you have any appliances that you need, those are the guys to go to. He'll beat anybody. And I'm not kidding. And then you have a great delivery guy by the name of White Man. Yep, it's a nickname. And then lastly, Hero Haven. Hero Haven has been huge. They're out of Brandon also. They're the ones that do the Hero of the Night at Huset's. And it's been a great chance for us with Hoagie's Garage to be able to possibly help some veterans or first responders or whoever that all entails. So we just really appreciate being on board with Hero Haven. And here we go with our podcast. Hey, we're here at Hoagie's Garage, and we have Jacob Peterson on tonight. How you doing, Jacob?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It'd be better if the person that normally talks all the time is here, but he's not. Just a quick update on Tove. He didn't have an accident or anything on the way here. He called me up just a little bit ago and said, Bud, a stop sign's down, and Tove's always on call. He works for the county, and the one thing that can't happen is a stop sign going down. So when that happens, he gets a phone call, and it doesn't matter when it is, he has to go put up the stop sign. So I'm hoping in about another 15-20 minutes he'll come walking in the door if everything goes all right. So hopefully Tobe's not sweating too much out there and he can get that sign put up. But Jacob, let's maybe start with how old are you? Talk about your family a little bit.
Well, I'm 18. I just graduated high school this year, and to race full-time cars is pretty cool when I'm 18. But I couldn't do it without my family. My dad, he raced 360s for a couple years, and then he didn't like racing them as much as he was working on them. He loved working on them, and of course my grandpa, he's been around for a long, long time. And yeah, he knows everybody, so that helps with a lot of things. So yeah.
So what's their names? Because instead of just saying Grandpa, so everybody knows who they actually are.
Yeah, my grandpa's name is Vance, and then my dad's name is Joe.
Yep. So, and I do think there's going to be a lot of people out there that definitely know Vance, and Joe's been involved in racing enough that people definitely know him also, right?
Yeah, and then I also have my uncle Bill, and he raced for a while, and I feel he was pretty good. He had some success in it, and yeah, he just he built a pretty big business, and then that got too out of hand, so he had to step away from racing, work on his business and his family. And yeah.
Sometimes things are a little bit more important than racing, but it's probably a tough deal to step away. But that's the way it goes sometimes, right?
Yeah, 100%.
How did you get started in racing? Obviously, your family's been involved in it forever, but how did you, and what age were you when you got started?
Well, I actually remember it very vividly. So my buddy Cole Viner, his dad just bought him an outlaw cart. That they go a lot. Point Viner, he won the 360 nationals and stuff. And they go down to Knoxville every week, and there's outlaw cart stock out there in English Creek Speedway. And my dad walked downstairs, and I was sitting down on the couch, and he goes, "Do you want to race?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And that off season, we bought an outlaw cart and built that up, and I was 10 years old when that happened. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
So where was your first race at?
Texas Motor Speedway.
Okay. That's
in Hartley, Iowa, I think it is.
Yep. I know the Grafing boys race over there, so they're definitely still racing over there.
Oh yeah.
Yep, you bet. So how long did you do that?
I raced outlaw cart till I was 16, so 6 years. I moved up to basically every class in the outlaw carts. So yeah, and then I jumped into a my sprint car, and that was just a real jump. I didn't expect it to be that much different than an outlaw cart. But people told me that in the outlaw cart, it's really close to like speed and difference and the weight ratio and the horsepower. It's pretty close, but when I got in the sprint car, it just felt so much different. So I think people do adapt like really quick, and I feel like I did adapt pretty quick, but it just took me a few races, like I'd say like 4 races to get comfortable. Because you're on a lot bigger racetracks than sprint car. Like I think my second race was at Jackson, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm flying.
I can only imagine what that has to feel like. So you raced the 305s for 2 years?
Yeah, two full years. And yeah, and then last year I ran 12 410 races. So my grandpa's buddy Jeff Davis, he bought a car and he had an engine that Justin Henderson actually got, I think, third at Peterson with that engine. And yeah, we built a car for me in the 410s and ran that motor 12 nights, and yeah, we were ready for the jump.
Oh, and you've been doing only 410s this year, or have you been doing a little 305s, or do you have is 305s all gone?
305s are all gone. We actually sold our last 305s like last week, so yeah, that was pretty good because now we can't go in the car, and no excuses. Yeah, the 410s are really fun. I like driving them way more. I feel like they're way easier to drive. Just the competition is out of the world hard. It's just, you can't explain how hard it is.
I totally agree with you there. What what do you feel like are some of the biggest differences between the 305 and the 410? What were the biggest adjustments for you?
The racing part, I feel, battling around race cars, because things happen really, really fast. And I thought they happened really fast in the 205, but when I got in the 410, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a car there, and it's unreal
Yeah.
how fast everything happens. And yeah.
Is that the only thing, or is there anything else? I mean, as far as when you go into the corners and stuff, do you throw it in harder? Do you just, I mean, the 305s, it seems like a lot of times you don't really want to throw it in, so you don't lose all the speed that you have going. But in the 410, I think you can pretty much do whatever, can't you?
Yeah, the 305 and the 410 difference is you hit the cushion hard and then it shoots your front end over. In the 410 you can get out of that really easy. It's really easy. But 305 you can't get out of that because they're low horsepower, they're a little heavier, and so when that car comes over, you don't have the wheel spin to get out of that. And with the 410, it's been really fast, really, to get out of the bad situations that you get yourself into. And I think that's why all the some of the guys are really good, is because they can get themselves out of those situations that they get put themselves into.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Again, we're talking with, just for Facebook Live, we're talking with Jacob Peterson, 18-year-old you're from Hartford, aren't you?
Yep, I'm from Hartford.
Okay, same place as Lee.
Yeah, we're actually neighbors with him.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So what are your plans going forward? Are you thinking just staying mainly at Huset's, go to Jackson? Or are you thinking going to Knoxville some? Or what's all your plans going forward?
Well, we ran Knoxville 4 times this year. We ran Jackson every time they've raced this year. And Huset's, we've basically been doing that all year. Well, yeah, we've been there every single night. So yeah, we have been there every night. And we've been doing the MSPS 410, and they just go to random tracks around here in the Midwest. And I think that's helped me a lot more, racing with guys that are more at my skill level. Going with the Outlaws, it's just you just want to scream in your pillow at night because they're just so fast, and it's just unbelievable how fast they are.
Yeah, it really is. What's you have number 80 on your car? How did that number come about? Did you have a say in that number, or how did that number come about?
Yeah, I actually did pick that, but that was my grandpa's number when he was racing. So I just brought that back, and he was yellow, and so I also brought that back. That is really cool to have my grandpa's number.
Yeah, that's that's one of the questions we love to ask, because most of the time there's a really good answer to that one, and taking it over from your grandpa or whatever. Those are the things that we really like to hear.
Yeah.
What's your take on what Ryan Timms has been able to do?
Oh man, it's unbelievable. He lapped me last week at Peterson, and I tried to top a few laps, just went nowhere, and then I go back to the bottom, and he drove around me. I'm like, oh my gosh, what just happened? It's unbelievable. I watched him at the Nationals. He didn't mess up once, and if he did, it was very small where he couldn't tell. And yeah, he's really fast right now. I think he will be very, very good. Very good in the Outlaws or Highlanders. So yeah.
Yeah, be curious to see what he's able to keep doing as time goes. So, of the tracks that you race, which one is your favorite to go to? Do you like Jackson, Knoxville, Huset's? Which one do you like the best?
That's a tough question. I don't know, honestly. I like the track in Aberdeen Brown County Speedway the most. I think every racetrack I've been to this year, and I'd say Houston, Jackson, Knoxville, they are really fun, but just the competition is so tough. It just makes it where you don't want to go there every night. And then going to Brown County, I was running really good with like Tim Katie, Jack Dover, and Don Meyer. I was running third, and then I drove off the racetrack, but that was my fault. So, yeah, just running up front makes racing so much fun. Yeah, more fun. Yeah.
Yeah. When you ran 305s, did you win some races with the 305s?
No, I actually did not win a 305 race. I got like 8 seconds or something like that.
Did you really? Man, I shouldn't have asked that question. That probably brings a little bit of heartache.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, actually, so the last weekend of my first year, we went up to North Dakota at Red River Valley Speedway, and I led 19 laps and got passed on the last lap by Andy Page, and then lost at the line, which that really hurt. And then we went to Houston the next night, and they qualified that night, and I went quick time and broke the track record, and then drew the number 1, and Lee was leading on the outside, and I had a pretty good jump. I led like 17 laps until I hit the infield berm and shot up the racetrack a little bit, and Lee drove right by. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just led like 38 laps for the weekend and didn't win a race.
I think that's the one Lee needed to pass you, or he wouldn't have won the points championship.
Yep, he did win the points championship because I messed up. Which
that was a nice neighborly thing to do.
Yeah, I like the championship stand in Hartford. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Dylan this year's been running really good. So, what does the 305s have left at Houston? Is it just one night?
I think it's one night. It might be 2, but I'm pretty sure it's one night.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, do the 410s have 2 more nights of points racing? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes either. I thought Friday was maybe just 305s or a points night, the final night for them, and then.
No, that's just 410s and late model street class, so it must just be one night.
Yeah, so.
One more night, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm sure Dylan's going to be a little nervous coming this week, so that'll be interesting to see. But
yeah, me and Dylan are buddies, and yeah, I've helped him a few times this year. I went up to North Dakota with him.
Did you?
Yeah, and yeah.
You bet.
That was pretty fun.
What's the ultimate goal for you? I mean, would you want to make it all the way up to high limits or World of Outlaws, or are you content to just stay basically around here and do what you're doing now?
I mean, it'd be the ultimate goal. It's really tough to get there. There's only a few guys that can compete with those guys in their own cars, so I probably really have to really exceed my expectations and keep going forward. And yeah, I think you need to have a ride of one of those, like the big game or TSR or all those big teams. I think you have to be in one of those teams if you want to contend for a championship. Because the driver, they can do a lot, but the race car is way more than the driver.
Yeah, I totally agree. You have the right people set. I think too, it's you can have a great, say, crew chief, and you can have a great driver also, but sometimes if they don't work together, it still doesn't show on the track. I think everything has to gel right in order for that to all work.
Yeah, I'd say Kyle Larson's a good third as well as Canton. David Galbraith's a good in Kyle Larson's car, and I don't think they'd be as fast as they are right now.
Yeah. Did you
Just
go ahead?
just because the chemistry, I saw David when he first got in the big game, and he wasn't how David is right now, and Kyle, he's just raced with Paul forever, so yeah, that's it's just team chemistry, that's all it is.
Yeah. I still laugh at Sammy's comment down at Knoxville that if he had Gravel's car, he'd kick his ass. So.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Oh, you bet.
They interviewed Sammy a lot.
They did. He was.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, to be honest. Who all works on your car for you? Is it just you, or who all helps you out?
I work on the car a pretty good amount during the week. Then my grandpa, he does motors. He works on all the motor stuff. And my dad, he sets the race car up. He makes decisions. And my brother does some tire work. Yeah, it's all a family deal.
That's really cool. Who are all your sponsors?
Well, Jeff Davis, he's my car owner. Yeah, if Jeff Davis wasn't with us right now, I wouldn't be racing. So, yeah, I can't thank Jeff enough for this opportunity to race his race car and everything. And then I got Beat Motorsports. That's just basically my grandpa. He's saying Beat all the time. Doesn't matter what he says, he'll say Beat. So yeah, and then Sioux Falls Kenworth, they came on this year. Jeff was just looking for some sponsorships, and Kenworth came on board, and yeah, that was pretty good. That's a really good pickup for the team because we needed that money, and everything counts. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000, 10 grand, 50,000. It doesn't matter what it is. It's gonna help.
Yep, that's.
And Uncle Red's specialty meats, they also came on this year. Yeah. So, and then I got American Truck Store. That's my Uncle Dylan that raced my cars. That's the, he built up this company from scratch. So that's pretty cool that he helped us with our race team. And then Dakota Cup Aircraft, where they're in Valley Springs, just pretty close to Heathrow actually. And
Yep.
I work there during the summer, and I'm actually going to work there during the winter this year. So yeah, Dakota Cup Aircraft in Valley Springs, and then Design House. That's my other uncle Daryl. He didn't really race, but yeah, all family, the whole family helps on the race car. And Payne Racing Products, they got the best equipment in the business. Big J's Roadhouse, the South Bar, Buffalo Trading Clothes, Garden Barn Tire Center, ACS Roofing. Those are just little sponsors, but every little thing counts when you got a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I truly think that Uncle Ed's should give you something to, for the fans each week, maybe give away some brats or give away. We love Uncle Ed's. We think they're top notch. They're one of the best out there. Right now, it's really hard to get there. It's not hard for us.
Yeah.
But it's hard for everybody from Sioux Falls or Hartford or whatever to get there, but because of the road construction. But for us, it's really easy.
Yeah, actually, when my grandpa, he was looking for me, and he goes down to Ed, and one of the guys watches racing, and he knew my grandpa, and that's how we got that sponsorship. That was pretty cool, but I never had Uncle Ed till the high banks, and I was working on the race car, and my parents went to town while I was working on the race car, and they got Uncle Ed's, and that was the best meat I have ever eaten. I think it was Chiswick. Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, my sidekick just rolled in.
We made her eventually. Got to teach some people how not to run over stop signs, and I wouldn't be late.
How do you even hit a stop?
Pretty much just drive off the road. It was a deep ditch, but they made her back out. So
Did they?
Yeah. Well, they weren't there anyhow when I got there.
Well, sometimes for farmers, they
sometimes the equipment,
stick out a little bit more than what they thought. But either that or they just do it on purpose so Tobe has to go work. But
This appeared to be a car or pickup by the wheel tracks.
yep,
So
you bet.
we made her.
Yep. You got any other questions for him before we go to rapid fire?
Not gonna lie, I hadn't thought about it yet.
No,
So
we I think we covered most of it. Is there anything that?
probably the best show we've ever had.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Well,
he's still on air.
Jacob did really
Okay,
good. I'm
okay,
talking
Gabe.
about myself.
I was gonna say, but
No.
don't be trashing our guests right
No, Jacob has been great. I think we'll just go into the rapid fire, Jacob. What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Oh, vanilla. I'm a plain guy.
Yep.
away. Nothing wrong with straight vanilla.
That's what I would pick.
Cat or a dog person?
Dog.
Do you have one?
I do.
What do you have?
It's a pug and a beagle mix.
A pug and a beagle.
Yep.
Okay.
Beagle.
Beagle. There you go. Kind of like a Shih Tzu and a bulldog.
Yeah.
That's an old movie if you never watched it. You're pretty young yet, so.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh, you've never watched Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Well, he's breeding dogs. He breeds the bulldog and a Shih Tzu. Calls it bullshit.
That's on Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
positive.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You
See,
got, jeez.
I
I can call my nephew. He can quote damn near every line in the thing. So,
do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Golf. I love golf.
How good are you?
Oh, not very good.
Oh.
But I still love golf.
so what do you call not very good though? 9
9
holes. What do you shoot?
9 holes. I'd say like a 45.
There you go. You can hang with him, Tobe.
On a good day,
Oh,
a really good
You
day,
can hang. You can hang.
for a couple holes.
Yep.
I'll play 5. You play 9. We'll see who gets the better score. How about a favorite movie? Do you have one of those? Don't say Dumb and Dumber because you don't know the lines.
Bench warmers.
Bench
That-
warmers.
Yeah, that's another pretty good one.
Yep. Do you prefer snow or rain?
Snow because it's not in the race season. Rain sucks.
Yep.
If you were going to be stranded on an island, what type of music would you have to have along to listen to?
Like 2,000 countries.
Okay. That's getting back there to where it was pretty decent yet.
Yep. Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat? Is there anything good around Hartford or anywhere else?
Probably the Hartford Steakhouse.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Oh, it's really good. You gotta go.
Is
They
it
got
good?
the best steaks
Yeah,
ever.
I've heard it's good.
Best steak I've ever had.
We're going to go there sometime. Anyway, my wife is trash talking me now on chatting, but anyways, how about a favorite holiday?
I'd say Christmas.
Do you know what
Or
you're...
the 4th of July.
Yep, 2 good ones.
You don't have to, but do you remember your best Christmas present?
No idea.
Yeah, that's Tobin and I.
We're the same way.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yep. I can't honestly think of one either. So
Maybe some socks.
that year I got socks and underwear. Oh no, wait, that was every year.
At least they weren't hand-me-downs.
That's right. How many speeding tickets do you have? You're young. You shouldn't have too many.
0. I've never been pulled over before.
Not even pulled over. That's pretty good.
No?
Okay, so you haven't been caught, but what's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway or ridden with somebody down the highway?
Oh, like interstate, like 80?
Anywhere.
Anyway, what's the fastest you've gone down the highway?
And it doesn't even have to be you driving if you don't want your mom and dad to find out. You can say it was somebody else.
Oh, my mom drives fast all the time, so 90.
Oh, 90. Okay. Nothing over 100?
No, I
Okay.
just do that on the racetrack.
There you go. That's a good place to save it for that. What's your favorite beverage?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Okay, before we go to this next one, Bud, you know I said my wife was giving me crap. She said that Trust Me, Toby Knows, that movie.
Yep.
So my sister has to ask, is he dumb or dumber? And the wife just says no comment. So I don't know, that don't sound that good for me. But hey, what do I know? She could have at least stuck up for me just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I am taking her away this weekend. But anyways, that's a whole other story, dear. If you had all the money in the world, didn't know what to do with it, is there a car, a pickup, a boat, a motorhome? Is there something you've always wanted but just, you ain't got $500,000 laying around or something?
A featherlight trailer
There you go.
for my racing.
One that's all decked out and
All the
everything else,
cabinets
right?
Everything.
Yeah, the winch
Yeah.
on the ceiling, yeah.
What does one of those cost?
Do you even know? We have no idea.
Like brand new, it's like 600,000.
Woo! That must be why we ain't buying one of them, buds.
That's 595,000 more than what I have. So
You got that much money?
Yeah.
Jeez, you're doing pretty good.
yeah. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Sock drawer.
There you go. Underwear drawer. Put in underwear. Nobody digs in the underwear, bud.
Your Christmas present.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Well, Jacob, do you have shirts or anything like that people can get?
Yeah, we do have shirts on. We just come out. We come to the races after the races. We have them at our trailer.
Perfect.
That's super. That's super. Well, we really appreciate the chance to have you on and just chit chat about racing. It's always, we've kind of seen you since you've started, and it's been fun for us, race heads or whatever you want to call us, that,
Race nerds. I don't know.
we just get to see you grow and get to see the other, drivers, the young drivers grow from 305s to 410s, and it just keeps racing going for us, and we really appreciate guys like you.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on here. This was fun.
You bet.
All right. See, you had fun, bud. It's all you.
Absolutely. Yep. And then, when you get your first win, we'll have you on again. That's who we have on next. We have Hunter Hansen on. So
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah, it was. So he held off a couple good guys. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So but thanks again, Jacob, and have a great night and best of luck the rest of the year.
Yep, thank you for having me.
You bet. See ya. Come on.